Perception is everything. How we view things, how we think about things. If it's a negative or a positive, it's going to reflect how we see the world and how we experience life. And that's something I didn't realize. It's like back at the start of 2024, I was able to learn that perception and how I perceive my own life plays a lot into my own happiness. A lot of things cannot go my way, and I always have the choice to choose whether I'm going to allow it to dictate the flow of my life, to allow it to dictate whether I have a good day or whether I enjoy the state of my own life. And I had to realize I have control over that. You know, it took a lot of things to not go my way for me to learn to really give gratitude. For me to learn to really appreciate what I still get to experience, what I still have. It was like early in the summer when I came back from college, I went back to stay with my mom. And a lot of unfortunate things happened just within my 2 days of being back. And it was things I didn't expect, like the power went out and I found out my scholarship got cut for track. So I was gonna have less money to be able to fund my living, to be able to fund going to school. And there's a lot of things just happened within the few days that I got back. And I was like, this is the start of my break. I was like, my break had to start off like this. And so I could have took that situation and felt bad about it, and been mad at the world. I could have been down in the dumps. I could have chosen to do that, but instead I chose to be grateful for what I already get to have, what I already get to experience. I had to learn to adapt when most would stay in that negative feeling because things aren't going their way. I had to remember that I still have a roof over my head. I still have a scholarship money. I still get to have my school paid for. I still get to go to bed not on an empty stomach. I still get to experience all the things I want to experience. There's just a few mishaps and unfortunate things that happened. I had to learn that my internal happiness, it can't be from external things. I had to find that within myself and find that within the gratitude that I give to God and what He allows me to experience. And once I learned that my perception is everything, that I get to dictate my own happiness and not the world, everything changed for me. So whereas now it's like most days I don't have bad days. I may have unfortunate things that happen, but to say I just have a bad day, a bad week, or a bad month, that's never the thing for me. Because I can always look back and I can always reflect and see what I already have, what I already get to experience that not a lot of other people get to experience. And that's a blessing, that's a luxury. I'm blessed God put me in this position to be able to still have these things. So what is there to complain about? I swear being adaptable can be the best thing for us. That's a skill that we have to learn, especially going into adulthood. We have to learn to be adaptable to change because as the world changes, our life will change. Everything is always constantly changing and always making shifts. So you have to shift with it. Shift with the unknown. Shift with what is not going your way and ride the wave. Don't hold on. Don't try to reject change. Reject certain things that are unfamiliar. Reject certain things that aren't going your way. Just allow it to flow. Allow it to be what it is. And challenge yourself to really find the positive within any situation that you're in. Challenge yourself to give attention to the positive because with anything in life, we have the opportunity and we have the choice to choose what we give our attention to and how we choose to react to any situation that we are in. I've talked about this a little bit before, but we get to choose our reaction. It's okay to feel mad. It's okay to feel a little upset over a situation. We're human. We're allowed to feel our emotions. We're allowed to feel, but to dwell on it and to stay stuck in that emotion, that's just you choosing to give attention to it and choosing to give it so much significance where it gets in the way of you enjoying your life, which shouldn't be a thing. If you want to protect your own peace, you have to choose to be like, okay, it didn't go my way. It's okay. Maybe I'm just not supposed to experience what I wanted to experience. Maybe I'm not supposed to have what I wanted to have at this time. Maybe it's going to happen later. Maybe I just need to trust God's timing with what He has in store for me. I have to trust that. We have to trust that. It's like we want things on our time and we want things to happen when we want it to happen. And that's just not how it works. That's us trying to control it. That's our ego trying to control it. I want this to happen my way because I put all this work, I put all this effort in. I'm going through a lot, God, like, why did this have to happen? Like, no. Once you stop trying to control things and really have expectations on certain things to go your way, to go in your favor, and just allow things to be what it is. Allow God to work his magic, because that's really what it is, to work his magic with your life. Blessings will ultimately come. Sometimes you have to withstand the storm, the unfortunate things that take place in your life to receive a blessing, to experience God's reward. I know I'm going to have some days where it's like, but I know better is coming. Even if God threw a lot of obstacles at me and a lot of challenges at me, to see how I would handle it, I have the choice to choose if I'm going to allow it to ruin my day or not. I'm going to internalize it. I'm going to move with a positive frequency instead of moving with a negative frequency. I want to continue to be happy. I want to be positive. I only want to be filled with that within my spirit. I don't want to allow any negative energy to get the best of me. That is one of my non-negotiables. I'm not allowing any negative energy to ruin my day. That's with any situation, that's with any person. I'm in control of what I'm going to give my attention to. If I'm going to allow any situation to get the best of me, I'm in control of that. You are in control of that. So it's really all about us continuing to give our attention and being mindful of how we feel within the moment. Because it can be a subconscious thing where emotions are high and we can choose to react in a unpositive way, in a negative way to a situation without really giving thought, without really taking a second of pause to appreciate what we already have. Once you give attention to the good, more good things come. It's not to say that the world is just ultimately going to revolve around you, but it's really to say, if you perceive the world and observe the world and internalize it from a positive perspective, more good things will come. In regards to if you saw the world from a negative perspective, things aren't going my way, all this BS is happening, I just got broken up with, all these bad things are happening, I lost my job, then you're only going to see things from a negative perspective. The way you see your life is going to be seen in a negative light, not positive. To where you're only experiencing negativity more because you forget to see the positive. You forget to see what you already have, life. We get to live today. And it's like lately I've become a lot more just grateful, even more grateful. You know what I mean? Because I get to live today. I get to talk to you guys today. I get to smile today, laugh today, dance today. I get to be here. And that is such a special thing. People pass away and leave this earth left and right. And they don't even know when they're going to go. And it's not to scare you, but it's to really give appreciation for what you already get to have, what you already get to experience. And to not take it for granted and overlook it because something insignificant happened within your life. To where you're only giving that your attention and not something important like your own life. Like the present moment that you get to experience. Because this moment that you're in right now, you will never be in this moment again. And it's like once you really take a step back, like get out of this physical world, because that's really all it is. Once you get out of this physical world, all these materialistic things that don't even matter, and just observe what's around you, observe you really be like, wow, like I'm really living life. Like someone created me to be here, and I'm here. Like learning to observe and to not speak, I feel like is one of the best things you can do. Within your own solitude, within time alone, learning to not talk and just observe and see what God has allowed you to be able to experience. That is one of the best things you can do for yourself. It helps you, I feel like, give more appreciation to the present moment, which is something more positive than giving your concern and energy to things that are really insignificant. All the things that you're mad about, all the things that you think are important right now, they're not going to be important to you within the next few years. Your mind is going to be focused on other things. And that's something I understand. All the minuscule problems that I face right now, I'm not going to be dealing with that years on years. That's not going to be within my mind. All the mishaps, all the misfortunes that I had dealt with in the past, that's not going to matter to me in 40, 50 years. That's not. I feel like when I get older, I'm really going to be more appreciative of the past and the life that I got to experience. And I really want to be appreciative of the moment that I'm in. I can only be appreciative of the life I get to experience by enjoying it and not being mad about what I don't have or what didn't go my way. I can give appreciation for being able to live a beautiful life and remembering all the beautiful things I got to experience, remembering all the great things I got to be a part of. That's what I want to remember. I don't want to ever look back on my life and be unable to really see the good parts of my life because I only gave attention to the bad, the negative, because that's how it will be. You'll never be able to experience good and see good things in your life if you never give that your attention. The small things, the little things. If you never get the little things your attention, it's going to shape the overall view of how you see your life as a whole, even as you get older, even as time goes on. So perception is everything. How you see your world is everything. And if you want to see things from a more positive perspective and not from a negative perspective, if you want to think more positively, one, have faith. Two, give gratitude. Talk to God as well. Only focus on those three. Only center your attention on those three and not anything else. As you focus on the good, more good comes. I promise you. So be appreciative, be joyous. You are in control of your reaction to anything in life, to any situation, to anything. You are in control of that. And that's one of the only few things we do have control of. Anything else that we are not in control of, like situations not pending our way or anything externally, allow it to be what it is and allow God to handle it. Know that better is coming, because it always does. Better always comes. You may be in a rough spot right now and you feel like it's never going to get better. It will, but it's all about how you internalize it. That's all about how you perceive it. We can never dictate how our future is going to be, but I feel like it's better to dictate it going in a more positive direction instead of a negative. Manifestation is a thing. If you want better things to come, manifest that. If you think things are going to go negatively, then they will probably go negatively. Our words and our thoughts and how we think about our life plays a big part in how our life actually unveils. So we have to be wise with how we choose our words and how we talk about ourselves, how we talk about our life. We have to be more mindful of that and not just say, oh, it's just not going to go well. You can't just speak negatively about it. So shift your perspective, change how you think about things, and as you do that, your world will change for the better. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day, and be easy. Peace.